AJ was wrong, but not everything that led up to it was his fault.
But is that what he told you?
He explained his side of the story.
Yeah, his side, of course. It's always about his side. He paints himself to be a victim.
The whole situation is a lot more complicated than I realized. I mean, my mom, my dad, AJ, they were all acting badly. They all crossed lines and they did damage.
Sonny and Carly are far from perfect, but it's nothing compared to what AJ has done.
I don't want my dad to go to prison.
Why did you wait until now to tell me?
I have been trying to tell you I love you for weeks. I even worked up courage the night of the bachelor party. I came to see you, and I walked in. You were there with Ellie. You were making a date.
I do remember your behavior was puzzling, even for you.
So I thought I would have an opportunity the next day at Sonny's wedding, and then you arrived. You were with Ellie. I realized that was the date you were making.
Okay, well, why didn't you pull me aside? Find a quiet corner.
There were no quiet corners at that wedding.
Valid point, it was chaotic.
And
But
then Ellie just turned out to be so nice. You know, I thought you were dating her because she was free at the time, and I was still with Matt, but now that's settled.
Settled?
Well, Matt and I are over, emotionally and legally. I divorced him for you.
Well, you shouldn't have done that.
I would keep him out of prison.
I guess that was an admirable goal.
Except Matt accepted his prison sentence, and he had no intention of holding on to me. It just took me a little while to realize that I don't love him. I love you.
So you keep saying.
And yet you're not saying much of anything. Spinelli, come on, what are you thinking?
Ellie, we can't help the way we feel about people. I mean, Robin's gone. It doesn't stop me from loving her.
And I lost someone that I cared about. It doesn't mean that I don't miss him.
I apologize for being so self-absorbed. All I've got is a stupid crush. It's nothing compared to what you're going through, Dr. Drager and you, Elizabeth.
That's not what I meant by that.
It's fine.
Would you both do me a favor? I would feel so much better if we just dropped the whole subject.
Olivia, I am so glad that we bumped into you.
We?
This is Robert Scorpio, Mac's brother, Emma's grandfather.
I'm honored to meet the legend.
Oh, my pleasure.
And I'm not sure if you know Dr. Steve Weber.
Your reputation precedes you.
Whoa, now that I'm suitably embarrassed. Olivia, I need your help.
I hope you don't mind. I told him what happened with Duke this morning. You mean that I looked at him and I saw a completely different person standing there?
I need you to tell me about that person you saw.
Honestly, it was so random. I can't imagine it's going to be any help.
Anything that you can remember, any slight detail, might help me uncover what Lavery's hiding.
I had no idea you were still in contact with Robert.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't seen him since before Robin died.
So why did he choose now to come into your life?
It's Luke, isn't it? He's informed him that I'm in danger.
From me?
Apparently. God, I don't know who I'm more angry at, really. Luke, I think, probably. Because he's been suspicious ever since you returned. Which I can understand. But this constant badgering, it's wearing thin. And now Robert's told me that Luke has gone to Turkey.
Oh, Luke has gone to Turkey to see whether my story of incarceration is fact or fiction. Okay. So what did he discover?
That it checks out. Not one single discrepancy. Which, for a normal person, would be a signal to just move on. But no, Luke has now managed to convince Robert that this is a carefully constructed lie.
That's a bit extreme, isn't it?
It's played right into Robert's paranoia. You know, he's been a spy his whole life. He looks for conspiracies around every corner. So now he's here in Port Charles to save me from you or myself. I'm not really sure which.
Lulu tells me you didn't recognize this guy who turned up in Lavery's place.
I've never seen this man before in my life.
Can you describe him? Tell me maybe about scars, tattoos, anything about his face at all.
Aside from the fact that he totally creeped me out, he was smoking.
You know, I really like to think of myself as a patient person, but Robert just, God, he works my last nerve, especially when he does this whole macho protector thing.
Oh, perhaps Robert's just jealous. I don't think he ever got over losing you to me.
He's not jealous. He's insufferable. They both are, for that matter. Honestly, all the pair of them have managed to do is persuade me to move out of Luke's suite.
And come straight here to me.
Sam, you don't know what prison's like, okay? And I'm not just talking about me getting raped, okay? I'm talking about all of it. You're always on guard. You never feel safe. The air is stale. It stinks in there. And you feel like you're in this long gray tunnel, and you never know when you're going to see the light of day again. I don't care what AJ did to deserve it. I just don't want to see my father in prison.
Of course, I can understand that.
Yeah, well, my mom and my dad don't. They hate AJ, and he hates them just as much. And hearing them screaming accusations, still fighting over me after all these years, it just makes me sick.
I'm sorry, Michael.
Most of all, I just want to get away from it, you know?
AJ's not your responsibility. I don't think you have to worry about that.
I know he's not my responsibility, but he's still my father. You know, even though my mom wishes that he wasn't.
You know what? I never knew my father either, and if he walked through that door right now, I would want to get to know him, no matter what anyone else said.
So you understand?
Yes, but it doesn't mean that you should forget who AJ really is, or that your parents, they love you. And if Jason were here, he would be telling you.
Yeah, but Jason isn't here.
What are you waiting for, AJ? Go up and see your grandfather. You've always been a disaster, so for your grand finale, you can shock him into the grave.
I don't want to hurt my grandfather.
Since when?
Since always, Tracy. You know, what is wrong with you? No matter what you think, I love that man. And I've thought a lot about him while I've been gone. If you honestly believe him seeing me is going to hurt him, then I can wait.
What's your angle?
This may actually shock you, but I don't have one.
You can back off the phony nobility. Nobody's buying it. Your doting mother isn't buying it.
Who has complete faith in her son.
Wow. Then you deserve what you get. You'll both have to excuse me. I'm going to check on my father.
Mom, is grandfather really that, fragile?
Well, he has his good days and his bad days. But I think if we prepare him, he'll have no problem seeing you. And I want to thank you for taking the high road with Tracy.
I want to thank you for believing in me and for getting me the hell out of lockup. Thank you.
You're my son, AJ. I'm not going to leave you there.
How did you manage to wrangle my bail?
It's not important.
No, yes, it is important.
No.
Come on. Well, the size of that bond, and it's not exactly an amount you find underneath a pillow on a couch.
Yeah, well, you're right about that. I did not have a lot of options. So I was forced to put the house up as collateral. He was holding one of those little things in his hand, a skinny little brown thing, like a cross between a cigar and a cigarette, you know?
Cigarello?
Yes, yeah, like my Uncle Louis used to smoke in Bensonhurst.
Did Duke smoke?
No, when I knew him. What else can you tell me about this guy?
He looked a little bit like the guy from Silence of the Lambs.
Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, but the face was kind of skinnier, and the nose was different, and the eyebrows were real bushy.
Look, you remember more than you thought.
Yeah, but how is this going to help anybody?
Maybe there's a way to get a picture of the guy. You don't need to feel bad, all right? I was the one that was asking about something that I overheard.
Yeah, seriously, you have some deficiencies in your eavesdropping skills.
Okay, listen, I apologize, right? Do you accept my apology?
Of course.
Okay. I gotta get back to a patient. I will see you guys later.
See ya. Bye. Oh my God. 3, 2, 1, and he's gone. He's gone.
Oh my God. That was a total nightmare. Like, literally. I kept waiting to wake up because I couldn't believe that even I could make such a fool of myself.
Just relax. It's fine, okay?
Are you kidding me? I was a complete idiot.
Patrick put you on the spot. There was nothing you could do.
Oh, God, except say that I was in love with Steve.
He's the first guy you saw, wasn't he?
You're not going to tell him anything, are you?
Elizabeth,
Yeah.
can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
In private?
Yeah. Worry your fake crush is safe with me.
Thanks.
Yeah,
We could
that's
really
it.
use your help.
We? What are you talking about?
Robert Scorpio is here.
It's weird. Patrick didn't say anything.
I'm not sure he knows, but Robert's going to try to decipher one of Olivia's visions, and I think you might be able to help him uncover something about Duke Lavery.
Should I take one of these?
Oh, you know, I wasn't sure what to get, so I had them send over a little bit of everything, hoping that maybe when I saw it, I'd know what to do with it.
Well, don't look at me. My skills in the kitchen haven't improved.
Well, I could use your company.
It's about all I'm good for. Remember Robin? She used to like to be your sous chef.
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday.
She was so proud that one time you guys made a pizza.
One of my fondest memories. I love that little girl.
She loved you too. You were really good to her.
No, you're right. Jason's not here.
Oh, Sam, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't mean it like that. I just wish I could talk to Jason. You know, he could understand me no matter what I was going through.
Yeah, he was pretty great that way.
I just miss him.
Me too. Me too. Michael, I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna bring him home.
Sam, do you think that Jason's alive?
Yes, of course. I know in my heart that Jason's still alive.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, he's strong. He'll figure something out.
He's not gonna have to do it alone either, Michael. I'm gonna rescue him, and when I do, I'm gonna make whoever shot him pay.
Well, dinner won't make itself.
No. Okay, so which way's the kitchen? That way?
Yes, that's right.
All right, I'll find one.